Okay, this will be part 4, the final part of the video. How to get your Merchant Marine credential. Once you get it, how do you find work? Okay, the big day has come. You got your thing your credential came in the mail. You're excited about it. You're looking to starting a career. How do we find work? Search the internet aimlessly? No, that's not necessary. I'll show you how to do that a little easier. You can start on my home page. There's more Google ads here. Merchant seaman jobs, jobs in the oil and gas industry. That's going to be your offshore supply or your offshore rigs, maritime jobs. These other websites, let's go to merchantmarines.com, and there's the same vessel, the Reserve. And here's more ads. Merchant Marine jobs, cruise ship jobs. There's a lot of ads on these pages, a lot of resources, a lot of questions and answers. There's some videos down here about the Merchant Marines, more links for cruise ship jobs, a place you can do a search for jobs. So there's plenty of resources to use just off of my page itself. And work on cruise ships. Let's see what that is. Okay, looks like there's usually some ads there that aren't showing. Cruise ship jobs. This is a site that you register for, I believe, to they send your resume out to cruise ship companies. Yeah, let's take a look at a couple other ones. Cruise ship jobs today. Let's see what that is. That's another one. Cruise ship job package. We can order something there to help you find jobs, I guess. And let's see. Cruise ship employment. This is another website that has a lot of links on it. Offshore marine jobs, job vacancies, cruise ship jobs, and more questions and answers. Books over here, it looks like, from Amazon.com about getting jobs on cruise ships. So use all these resources. They're all potentially employment. Okay. Now on the links page we got several other ones that we're going to look at. Let's see, maritime employment, maritime companies. Now this site here has hundreds of companies on here that have jobs, and these are everything you can think of. There's Carnival Cruise, Norwegian Cruise, Princess Cruise, Celebrity Cruises, those Disney Cruises. These are all cruise ship jobs or companies. These are towing vessel companies. They're container ships. They're tankers. They're offshore supply vessels. An offshore supply vessel is a smaller vessel that you can work on that does nothing but run supplies out to the oil rigs in the Gulf of Mexico. And I believe those are another one that where you work 28 days on and you're off for a week or two, and then you work 28 days on. So those are pretty good jobs too, from what I understand. I never sailed on them, but and American Cruise Lines. I'll show you one of these sites. Go to this one down here at the bottom. Employment. Shipboard positions: captain, mate, hotel manager, cruise director, chef, second chef, steward, deckhand, galley. So this is a place you can submit your resume to. It looks like they're looking for deckhands and people in the galley. Dishwasher. That's a good start. I would recommend that you take anything you can get for the time being. With the economy being what it is and the job situation being what it is, take anything you can get to get your foot in the door and get some sea service and some experience. Don't be too picky, because jobs are not easy to find. So if you're waiting around for that perfect job, you might end up waiting too long. So here's the application for steward, department, or deckhand. I would open that and fill it out and send it into this company. And some of these others, like I said, you can go through every single one of these and do that same thing. Just look for ones that are looking for employment. And there was another one on my website I wanted to show you for oil rigs, offshore oil rigs. Oh, let's see. No, it's not on this page. I think it's on the links page. Yeah, oilrigjobs.com. Let's go to that and see what that is. I believe I've got that marked in my favorites. Sorry if I'm making you dizzy. Let's see, websites. Oil Rig Jobs US. Okay, this is a company that you can register with, and says they help thousands of clients every year from 193 countries worldwide getting jobs on oil rigs, offshore oil rigs. So this would be a good one to check out. And let's see this one here. Same thing, looks like. Oil rig jobs. Not sure what, a lot of articles here it looks like. Get started now, click here. See where this takes us. Okay, yeah, this is rigworker.com, and this is another company that helps people find jobs out on the offshore oil rigs. So I think you got to register with this website and submit your resume, and then you can search jobs, or they send them your resume out to companies, I guess. Let's see. Yeah, this would be a good website to use. Okay, here's another good website that I have a link to, and it's called maritimeemployment.com. And I'm not sure if this is the one I found the deckhand job for the offshore oil rigs on, but here's one. Offshore supply vessel, OS. Yeah, that's you, OS. Ordinary seaman, entry-level rating. And as I said, offshore vessels, what they do is they take the supplies out to the oil rigs. And it says, out of Louisiana, we're now accepting applications for the position of OS or deckhands. Great pay, excellent benefits. Apply. So this is a good job. I would definitely fill that out if I were trying to get a job in this industry. If you can cook, there's one looking for a cook on a cruise gaming vessel. That's going to be, most likely, that's going to be a casino boat. Now, in addition to these jobs like this, don't overlook all these banner ads on the sides here. These are all big companies. Some of them, links are broke, it looks like. But these are big companies. Metson Marine, I know that's a big company. And look at these opportunities. Go to these sites. Always accepting applications for ordinary seamen. There you go. And mess cook. You can download their application. So you definitely want to use all those resources like that too. All those companies along the side that have those ads on this site. And let's see what else we got here. welder, if you can weld, oh, that's in a shipyard. Well, of course, you know, if it's a good job, but you don't need a merchant marine credential to do that. Let's see what else we can find here. Bartender on a cruise and game ship. There you go. Casino boat. Looking for a bartender. If you've ever been a bartender and got a little experience doing that and you got your credential, man, there's the job. Another deckhand job on a tanker. Now, most likely this tanker, you're going to need to have those 4 BSTs to get that job, because that probably sails off the coast and goes out into international waters. Good job, deckhand on a tanker. Very good job. And I'll show you why that's a good job, because I'm going to show you another class that you can take once you get the money to take it. Here's another deckhand job on a casino boat. Cook. An able-bodied seaman, let me touch on that real quick. An AB is a one step up from ordinary seaman. But to get to be an AB, you have to work 360 days. So that means you got to work 1 year as a deckhand to move up to AB. And you do have to either take a course or take a test at the Coast Guard Regional Exam Center. Now, if you go in the engine room, you only have to work 6 months in the engine room to go from wiper up to QMed oiler, where you can start making more money. And that too, you'll have to take a course or take an exam at the Coast Guard office. Here's another deckhand job on a cruise gaming vessel. So these are casino vessels mostly. Another AB job on an offshore supply vessel. Second cook on a tanker. A sous chef, however you say that. Ordinary seaman on an offshore supply vessel. Ordinary seaman. So there's another link that you're going to have access to where there are jobs. And like I said, people who can't find jobs, I think they just don't know how to look for them or where to look for them. You go to search jobs on here and you can check all of them. Check gaming vessels, cruise vessels, ferries that haul passengers and cars around. Drilling rigs. Inland is always a good one too. You don't need the STCW to do that. Ro-ro container is roll on, roll off, that's called. That's what that stands for. And like I said, all these here. Gulf offshore logistics. There's an offshore supply vessel. That's what they look like. They take all the supplies out to the rigs. Job application. See if they're looking at anything. Yeah, you can put an application in with this company. So there definitely are jobs out there, and there's some good paying ones out there. Like I said, that one rig, offshore oil rig, had a job opening for a deckhand, and it said they chip and paint and keep the main deck clean, and it paid $47,000 a year. It was enough to make me decide to get my merchant marine credential again. That's pretty good money. Here's another one, employment opportunities. Let's take a look at this. We're currently taking applications for deckhands, 100-ton captains and deckhands. So yeah, there are definitely jobs out there, and you can apply online. So that's how you use these links and these resources. And I had mentioned tankermen, had touched on that, and as an ordinary seaman, you don't need a lot of experience to get a job as a tankerman assist. And I'm going to show you what that is. Alright, this is a page for qualifications, and we're going to go down here to tankerman and look at this checkoff list. Now, a tankerman has to have experience, and what a tankerman does is he hooks up the hoses to a barge and loads, or a tank ship, and loads and offloads what they call DL, dangerous liquids, right here, DL, or LG is liquefied gas. But a lot of tank vessels that handle DL down in the Mississippi River and the Gulf of Mexico, over around Houston, Ship Channel, and places like that. And those jobs pay pretty good. Now, to become a tankerman, you have to actually have sea time. But as an OS with no sea time, you can become a tankerman assist, which is a step up, and having that qualification on your credential definitely increases your chances of getting a job. And once again, these are courses that you have to take through approved Coast Guard schools, and I showed you how to look them up. And they will cost you some money, and if you have the money to do it, then I would definitely do it if you can afford to, if it doesn't strain your budget. So for Tankerman Assist, in addition to Tankerman, you're going to need to take a firefighting course, and down here for Tankerman Assist you need 90 days on a vessel, tank vessel, or a course completion certificate. So that's all you need, is to take a tankerman course and the firefighting course. And you don't have to have any sea service to get Tankerman Assist. And that is a good job to have, a good endorsement to have on your MMC, your credential. And some of them will want you to have STCW qualifications. So that's going to do it. That pretty much concludes the entire process of applying for, receiving your TWIC, your Merchant Marine credential, and how to get out there and find jobs. And as I said before, if you have any questions, I hope this was very clear and explained everything in detail to where you understand exactly what's required and how to do it, where to go, what it's going to cost you. In the event there is something that I missed that you have a question about, email me right here, and I will be happy to email you back and give you the answer to the question. So that concludes video number 4, part 4. And I just want to say again, thank you for ordering the video. And like I said, I hope it was very informative and very clear to you what to do and how to do it. And I certainly hope you can find work and make the kind of money that you want to make. So thanks again, and good luck.